Hi, sorry for the lighting. I hope you can see me good, but I'm just gonna speak about why you need to be alone. Um, Especially for religious reasons, this is super important. If you are coming to a point where you were not raised by anybody, if you were just and you're a good person, God is going to separate you from people who are not for you. And also because He wants you to learn to rely on Him. Regardless, if you are trying to have the best life possible, and you're just lost, and you surround yourself by people who don't have the best intentions in mind, or who are also lost, you're gonna see yourself fading away from friendships that don't serve you, and just breaking apart from people who do not have your best intentions in mind. So there's like a few reasons that I saw why you need to be alone, really. And that is, first off, is because most likely it's because you're highly intelligent. So we can't, like, highly intelligent people, we can't look past evil, and we can't look past low intelligence, unfortunately. Like, we're not judgmental, and we don't put shame upon people who are low intelligent. It's just the fact that we have trouble relating to people who do not have like a high intelligence, and who do not think properly, and who just do without thinking. It's very difficult. We're not really compatible a lot of the times in friendships and anything. So we're just gonna naturally break apart from each other. It's just really difficult to lower yourself. But if you do lower yourself, that could be super dangerous, because we can become who we are, like who we surround ourselves with. So if we're not stimulating our brains and just working out our brains, then we're not, it's like a muscle, like it's not gonna grow. And then a lot of the times, like, you get bored. Like, if you're in a lower class, if you're in a lower grade in school and you need to be moved up a grade, you're gonna be super bored, super understimulated. You might have like behavioral issues, depression, just because you're not being challenged, and you feel like you're not living up to your full potential with the people that are around you. So that's one reason, is just your intelligence. And also, another reason would be to just weed out the snakes. So, as a person who looks out for everybody, and if you are highly intelligent, being highly intelligent just like naturally gives you this ability to weed out the snakes when you get to a certain age. Like, I know I started just rejecting people, like rejecting friendships I've had for like over a decade, and just rejecting non-intelligence, just rejecting people acting like bullies, like high school personalities, just because it's like I didn't want to, like I didn't like purposely set out to. It's just that, like, I naturally just rejected that mentally, just like felt like, I don't want to be around that. That's just like another thing, is like the bad people who aren't for you. It's like you also get the sense of other people, and when they're not good for you, you can feel it. It's like something in your soul where you're just like, I would never do that, or why are you acting like that, or you need to wake up, like, and it just becomes old. And like, I think it's also because, like, hereditarily, like, it's for survival. Like, we're not trying to be around people who aren't going to have the best survival tactics, who are just putting themselves out for like easy pickings, basically. It's, I do believe that is, well, my reason. And it could be a reason. It's just like hereditary. But yeah, when you can sense that people mean you no harm, or they're doing like harmful activities, or they just aren't living a productive, good lifestyle, it just is like unappealing to be around. So that's another reason why you intend to be alone, is because you're just naturally weeding out the snakes in the grass. So like I said, not only do we reject people, another reason why we end up alone a lot of the times, and I'm not saying end up like final, like we're gonna always be alone. I'm just saying, like, we have like moments of being alone, especially when we're changing and growing, is because our bodies are also rejecting our current lifestyle, and our bodies are in desperate need of a change. At least that's what I feel like God really was trying to get me out of a abusive and manipulative situation. And since I have a child, I don't think that they wanted my child to be brought up, because me and my child are both like very similar, and we're both like very just like pure and like good spirited, and we are very we love people. And so I don't think the Lord wanted that for us. I think he was trying to move us into better company, and like create our own tribe, a better tribe that we deserve. But that involves like the lifestyle, and but like I was saying, it's definitely to help us like elevate to the life that we deserve, instead of being subjected to the life that we were like born in or forced in. And not all blood is blood, is not family. Like, blood is, it means pretty much nothing a lot of the times, unless you like, it's like a single parents, like, or people who have children don't raise them. It's like, how much of blood are they if they completely abandon you or your siblings or something? Like, they're not family. It's the same with your siblings. It's the same with your grandparents. It's the same with all of your family. You're not forced to be with these people just because you share the same, like similar genetics, like, and came from them. Like, it's very much so just like we're conditioned and brainwashed through media to think that way. But to save yourself for survival, you're gonna have to get out of that mindset, because like, you're gonna just end up in that low state, in that low quality, just like they are. So but also, when you're going through constant abuse and manipulation, you can only take that for so long. Like, I just feel like it's not us, like yeah, we get fed up, but we can take a lot of things. Like, we can get conditioned as humans to a lot, but like, then your body, it's like starts rejecting, your brain just starts rejecting like abuse. Like, it's like if you try to drink something that is disgusting, or rotten milk, like, you're gonna throw it up. Like, yeah, you can get used to drinking, like, or eating like spoiled food, but after a while, like, you're gonna get sick. I think that's how our bodies like just like reject lifestyles and situations that aren't for us, because so that we can be comfortable and happy, and sustain, because I don't think we were meant to be put under severe stress 24/7. I think that's why mental illnesses like PTSD happen, because like we're not made to be under severe maltreatment all constantly throughout the day, every day, for years. So eventually your body just rejects it in some sort of way, shape, or form. So another way that we end up being alone in our times where we need to be is when we see undeniable truths about our past or recent associates, like our friends, I would say. So like our former or recent associates that they can't comprehend. So like the Lord, that's an undeniable truth for me, that if somebody doesn't believe in God, I just cannot, it doesn't compute with me, unfortunately. Like I used to even be like, oh, I'll date an atheist, I can marry an atheist, or like I just don't feel like that's safe in nowadays, and it doesn't make sense to me, and I don't want to be involved with people who do not love and appreciate the Lord. I don't mind speaking with people like that, but I won't engage into a conversation where people say that they don't believe in God or they believe in multiple gods. Like, it's just not my belief. So like I had a comment, if you can see, I don't have many videos, but you could see like one of my God videos that somebody tried to combat the belief of God, and I'm just, I don't respond to that. So if that's you, I'm not going to respond, and I don't respond to that because it just doesn't compute with me. Like, I'm very a matter of fact person. I go by facts and what I've seen factually in my life, and what's undeniable is the presence of the Lord. So I'm so sorry if I offend anybody, but I'm also not sorry. But and I definitely don't apologize for protecting myself. But also, so for me, the Lord are undeniable truths that other people in my life or that were previous in my life couldn't comprehend. But also, I was into the new age scene, the crystals, and like crystal healing, meditation, yoga, electronic dance music was my life. Like, I was one of those kids like that lived, eat, breathe, sleep EDM, and it breaks my heart. Like, I was crying when I found out and saw, especially like, I don't know about like little people, maybe there's Christian electronic music performers, but like, and I feel like that could be a thing, but like mainstream, and I saw this happening like a decade ago when it started getting so big. And when I first heard Bass Nectar on a car commercial, I was like, oh no, here comes the end. But I kind of, it felt like things were going to turn to what it is now, and what I see now is just how demonic, extremely demonic, like mainstream EDM is, and like Skrillex and all of them, like people who are on Tomorrowland, they like are signed by like big corporations like UMG and Sony, like there's, and and we know how reputable and great of music companies they are, which they're not. So they're paid to perpetuate their ideals. So of course, if they want to slip in this or slip in that to like thousands and thousands of people, they're gonna do it for the money. Like, and it's unfortunate because it was so beautiful. It started out so beautiful, and like, for me at least, but I was quickly led down a path of like demonic things, like tarot. There was a time where I was having my tarot read like almost every day, and like pretty frequently throughout the day, and I was having super bad sleep paralysis. Like, I used to have like it here and there when I was younger, but this year, for months, every night I was having sleep paralysis. That was horrifying. Like, and then one night that really like set in stone for me was I saw, I don't know if you guys have seen Hellraiser, but I literally saw one of the Cenobite that like is like Rolly. The Cenobite was like trying to come through my door, but for some reason it couldn't, and I was just laying there like paralyzed, and I couldn't like move at all, and he was trying his darndest to get through the door, and then I was finally able to get up when he left. So then something, I'm pretty sure that day, I don't know if it was a YouTube video or what, but something came and told me about how tarot is demonic. And it's because of the fact that you're supposed to be looking towards God. Looking to the future, you're like playing God basically. So you should trust in the Lord and know that He's gonna be able to provide and do everything that He can for you. But that video, when I saw that, I immediately stopped doing tarot. And as soon as I stopped doing tarot, that day that I stopped watching and renounced it, rebuked it in the name of the Lord, I I stopped having sleep paralysis. Like, so you guys, like, I'm not trying to like push nothing on you, but I'm just telling you, my whole life has been like told and shown and thrown in my face, so scientific facts that the Lord exists. So I'm sorry, I can't unsee the things that I've been through. Yeah, and I haven't had sleep paralysis since. I seriously, in like 2 years, I have not had sleep paralysis. So thanks to the Lord. And then also the lies, like holidays are like I'm not Jehovah's Witness though, and then my daughter, she's still pretty young, so I'm not going to take that sparkle away from her, but I am going to educate her. Like, we celebrated Halloween, and I know a lot of people would be like, oh my gosh, you're like demonic, but like, my daughter is 11, she's 10, she's going to be 11 soon, so like, I really do not want to take that joy and spark away from her. But our traditions that I used to do, like watch scary movies, like for myself, like when she would go to bed, I would watch her little cartoon scary movies, but like when it comes to me, like, and then I pray also and ask God for forgiveness. But when it comes to me, I don't watch scary movies anymore. And then for like Christmas, like, of course, like, we're gonna celebrate this year with but it's not gonna be for me, it's gonna be for my daughter. So I like when she was younger, I used to be vegan and slash vegetarian. I dabbled back and forth. But I made a promise to one of my best friends, her and her child were vegan, but I promised to myself that I would let my child have the option to choose her lifestyle. And I didn't want her to be malnourished, so I never forced that upon my child. So, and like, how was I able to learn? Like, I had to go through life to see what I didn't want at the end, and what, like, I picked and choose what I decided was good, and like, at least I had the option to choose. So that's what I want for my child, for her to have the option to choose. But if it's gonna contribute to her damnation, I can't do that. But I'm also not going to get set up for Child Protective Services to come in and for abuse cases. Like, I feel like sometimes when you have your child in a certain life and then you switch it over completely, it could borderline into abuse. It could be traumatic for them. So just make sure, like, get a therapist and talk it out with them first. Go to social services, talk it out with them to see, or like take a parenting class. Just like get some people who are higher up involved to see how best to go about making big changes for your children, because they shouldn't be involved in your beliefs more so. You should give them the option to choose. So just like the Lord, He gives us free will, so give your children free will as well. And then the last thing, undeniable truth that I had, was how we treat each other in society. So we treat each other so poorly, and just like the neglect that everybody gives to each other, and just like the not caring, and just like the evilness that goes on between each other, like I just can't get behind that. So I saw that as an undeniable truth, and that my family is living, and my former friends are living, that I cannot get past. And then the only people that are in my life still, I don't really talk to them because of other reasons, but I wouldn't mind reaching out to them because of the fact that how they treat people is beautiful. They're beautiful people to other people. So with saying all of that, why we tend to end up becoming alone, I want to tell you some of the benefits so that you don't like feel like all of this is just like for no reason, because this is awesome and I'm happy for you. That means like you're growing and changing, and it don't matter how old you are, we're still able to grow, change, and learn. Like if you are old and you think, if you're older, like if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and you think that you still don't have learning to do, that means that you have a lot of learning to do. What I learned is self-love. You learn to love yourself. And it's improvement. You learn to build on who you want to become in the future, or who you want to become right now. So it's super important to do that without anybody attacking you or judging you, so that you can foster the life you want, and then you can find the friends that are going to contribute to that beautiful life. So, and then it's safety reasons. Like you're not so desperate to have friends, and you're not so desperate to have family that you're willing to end yourself up in prison trying to do something cute for them, or you end up doing something like that could like end you up dead or unalived or in prison. So it's safety, honestly, and I feel like our body like rejects also like hereditarily because of that safety reason, like I said. Also, you learn how to be independent. You don't rely on anybody, so that you don't need anybody. Like I love watching like survival videos because of like if the world happens to end, I know how to filter water, like get some dirty muddy water and filter it. So, and I remember to this day, and I mean I just watched the video a few months ago, but like I'm never gonna not have that. So like having that independence and learning how to be on your own is very important. But also let's see, yeah, and it's like being self-sufficient and in a oh sorry guys, but being self-sufficient in an increasingly dangerous society is so vital right now, because as we can see around us, like we can't trust people around us. We can't even trust our family a lot of the times, our friends. So it's better to just not have to rely on anybody, because you never know who you can trust. You never know who's gonna screw you over. But also, I just want to let you know for comfort that being boring is safety. If people call you boring because your new life, if people call you boring or like, oh, I'm so bored, and not because you're not talking, like, or like you're just like, you don't talk a lot, but because like your life has changed, you don't do like, you don't drink, you don't smoke cigarettes, stuff like that, like, that's safety. You don't smoke cigarettes, you're going to live longer and not get cancer. You don't drink, you're not going to get a DUI or drunk drive and kill somebody's family or somebody else's or yourself. Like, boring is safety. Going out, being at home, playing Uno, playing Chutes and Ladders in life, that's so much fun. Like, you learn to like go walking, go to like hay rides, like those are fun. Like so boring is safety, and it's still fun. You can still have fun while being bored. But thank you guys, this was a little bit of a longer video, and I know, but I'm really grateful that you guys stuck around to listen to me. And please, if you liked what I had to say, give myself a like and a subscribe, and if you can, share it. I know how it is with sharing videos, because I'm the same way, but if you have like a close friend or somebody that you really feel can use this information, please share it with them. It helps to get my word out, and it helps the channel grow. But thank you again for listening, and I love you guys so much. Have a great day.